Welcome aboard holiday folks on the Disneyland Railroad. Next stop on is going to be Knowledge Square Station. Please remember to remain seated at all times. Keep on your guys please. Don't touch the floor. Make sure you're sitting on your lap only. Once again, folks, make sure all little ones are seated at all times, please. Little ones must be seated at all times, please.
Little ones.
Little ones need to be seated at all times.
Say hi, little ones.
Welcome aboard the
Are you still
Disneyland
seated?
Railroad. We're embarking on a grand
Jenny?
circle tour of the Metro.
Jenny, make sure you stay seated, little one.
Square, Mickey's Toontown,
It's
and
a-
Tomorrowland. We'll also visit the Grand Canyon and look at trips Age of the Dinosaurs before returning to Main Street Station.
Y'all's
As
is
we
lame.
begin our journey, remember that for a safe trip, you need to stay seated, keeping your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the train. And please watch your children.
Bienvenidos a bordo del Disneyland Railroad. Para su seguridad, permanezca sentado y mantenga las manos, brazos, pies y piernas dentro del tren. Y cuide a los pequeños. Gracias.
Our first stop is New Orleans Square Station. But to get there, we need to pass through the wilds of Adventureland. It may seem peaceful from here, but trust me, it's a real jungle out there. Literally. So be on the lookout. You just never know what might be lurking along the rails. Just ahead is New Orleans Square Station. This station also serves Frontierland and Critter Country. If you'll be leaving us here, please remain seated until the train comes to a complete stop. Then watch your step as you're getting off. For those of you continuing on with us, we'll be resuming our trip in just a moment.
Right, so this is the Beaver Stopper Station on Mountain View, Jungle Cruise, Splash Mountain, Haunted Mansion, Pirates of the Caribbean, Top Stars Island, and much more. Please remain seated and pick up the phone. Let's stop. Please remain seated and pick up the phone. Stop.
What? I want to be famous.
You're not gonna be famous. We're rolling backwards.
We're rolling backwards.
think
Casey
that's how it
Jr.
works.
coming round the time.
I don't think that's how it's supposed to
Gonna
work.
go back in time.
No,
Which guy?
definitely not the guy.
The guy that's been here like every single day.
To those just joining us, welcome aboard the Disneyland Railroad. To ensure a
I like
safe
the seat back
ride,
there
stay
better 'cause
seated
I
with
can
your
see.
hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the train. And please watch your kids.
Para su seguridad, permanezca sentado y mantenga las manos, brazos, pies y piernas dentro del tren.
Check out
Y
that
cuide a
bridge.
los pequeños.
Check out that case. Great cake.
We're now entering Splash Mountain, rumored to be the location of the one and only Laugh-In Place. If you look real hard, you just might find it. It's where the critters are celebrating a zippity-doo-dah day. Speaking of critters, this place we're passing over is home to a whole bunch of them. Here in Critter Country, you can join Winnie the Pooh, Tigger, Brer Rabbit, and Brer Bear on their fun-filled adventures.
Ian, I can't wait to ride
As we
that
steam
crane
past
ride.
Hungry Bear Restaurant,
The crane ride.
we're now joining up with the Rivers of America and entering the frontiers that looked more than a century and a half ago. This is my favorite part of the journey. Around every bend, there's natural beauty as far as the eye can see. People like you have been riding these rails since the 1800s, traveling through nature's wonderland in a matter of days, rather than the months it used to take by mule or stagecoach. Steam power not only fueled these iron horses, but the dreams of a whole new generation as it moved west into this great frontier. Of course, some of those dreams and the stories that went with them were pretty darn wild and downright unbelievable. Like on Big Thunder Mountain, where I hear that mysterious spirits have grabbed hold of those mining trains and turned them into the wildest ride in the wilderness.
Is that true? Little fox.
Oh, it's a fox! What a baby fox! Paper, scissors?
This tunnel signals our transition from the frontier to another kind of ear, the ones you'll find on Mickey and Minnie Mouse. Our next stop is Toontown Depot, official train station for Mickey's Toontown, a cartoon home where Mickey, Minnie, and all their friends live. Toontown Depot is also the gateway to Fantasyland, where you'll find many of your favorite Disney animated characters and stories. If you're leaving us here, please wait until the train comes to a full stop. Remember your personal belongings, then step carefully from the train. Have fun, and say hi to Mickey and Minnie for me. Those of you continuing on with us, we'll be resuming.
This will be your stop for Mickey's Toontown. On the Go Coaster, it's a small world, and all your favorite Disneyland attractions, including now in Boston. Once again, please remain seated for the train comes up. Thanks for having us, folks. Have a rest of your day.
Alright, well, this is our stop. Bye, everybody.
Bye. We'll see you tomorrow.
I don't know. We'll see you later today, I guess.
Once again, folks, inside the train,
Thanks for
don't be
joining us
outside
on
the train, please, folks.
For a safe ride,
Please put your feet inside the train.
your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the train. And please
I
watch
didn't
your
think I was
kids.
outside of it, that's all.
Para su seguridad, permanezca sentado y mantenga las manos, brazos,
Alright, folks, one up this morning. Bring it
We're doing this small world. It's so fun.
Off in the distance, majestic Matterhorn Mountain.
I know. I like when I'm taking videos
We're
and a
now
lot of people
steaming
wave.
forward into the future to a land inspired by visions of tomorrow, both practical and imagined. Here you'll find rocket ships and star speeders, submarines and astroblasters, and, if you look overhead, maybe a glimpse of a Mark 7 monorail. This is the latest version of the first daily operating monorail system in the entire Western Hemisphere, gliding above Disneyland since 1959. Below the monorail, and us, are the fun-filled roadways of the Autopia. Drivers of all ages can get behind the wheel of these cars. No experience or license required. If you're into soaring spaceships or doing battle with evil empires and emperors, Tomorrowland is definitely the place for you. Speaking of which, we're pulling into Tomorrowland Station right now.
Wait,
If you're leaving us here, just stay seated until we come to a full stop. Gather your belongings, including lightsabers and astroblasters, and step carefully from the train. Thanks, and have fun in the future. For the rest of you, just sit tight. We'll be on our way again in just a minute.
I go out and pass my autophobia, but I can't tell if I like or hate the smell.
they used to have a stronger smell. They don't as much anymore now.
Alright folks, this is going to be your stop for Space Mountain Buzz like your optional blaster, Finding Eagle Submarine, and much more. Please wait until the train comes so far before you stop.
On the way to Main Street, we are going to find the coast because the river the Grand Canyon, as well as time traveling back in time to the tiny world. While in the tunnel overhead, we do ask that you refrain from taking any flash photos or using video lighting. Thank you. Nice stop doing for you now.
To those who have just come aboard, welcome. The next leg of our journey will take us from the fantastic world of the future to the breathtaking beauty of nature's own design, the Grand Canyon. For your safety, stay seated with your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the train. Watch your children and no flash photography.
Para su seguridad, permanezca sentado y mantenga las manos, brazos, pies y piernas dentro del tren y cuide a los pequeños. Por favor, no tome fotografías con flash.
That was the Grand Canyon as we know it today. But it wasn't always this way. Now, let's travel back in time, way back in time, to the fantastic past of the primeval world, land of the dinosaurs. We're now returning to our own time and to Main Street Station, gateway to Disneyland. If you're leaving us here, stay in your seat until we come to a full stop. Remember to gather all your personal belongings and step carefully from the train. I'd especially like to thank those of you who've been with me for the Grand Circle Tour of Disneyland. We hope you enjoyed your travels with us and that you'll come back to ride with us again real soon. For those of you staying with us, we'll be on our way again in just a few minutes. This is Main Street Station, Main Street, USA.